You're listening to the WBT Podcast with Michael Lodge. Listen to all of our podcasts at www.wbtpod.com. Stay informed. Let's get started.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
And welcome to another new day. This is Michael Lodge on the WBT. You know, I said I wasn't going to come back and do political commentary. That was my new resolution for 2019. That was my promise to myself. However, what I am seeing happening in Washington, D.C. as the government is shut down really, really pisses me off. You see a Democratic Party who is trying their very best every moment of the day, 7 days a week, to destroy the President of the United States. In the history of this nation, I've never seen anything like this, where a Democratic Party will hold the country hostage, keep the government shut down, keep people from not receiving their paychecks, will not sign off on a bill to help people get their paychecks. They voted no on a bill to help them get paid at least for the first pay period of 2019. They refused to do it. Then Nancy Pelosi invites the president, then disinvites him to speak before the nation and before the Congress for the State of the Union. We have so much hate in Washington, D.C. at the moment from the Democratic Party that they literally sound and look like fools. They have no reason to work with this president except that they hate him. That's the whole philosophy. They hate his philosophy of making the nation better, stronger, more economically sound. They hate that. So what they do is that they take it out on the nation. And they parade around sounding and acting like idiots. I've never seen anything like this before, where this is the longest government shutdown in history. And it's because little children do not want to sit down with a parent and work things out. They don't want to sit down. They don't want to sit down at the table like adults and work with the president to resolve this issue of a shutdown in the nation. Now, we could probably argue, is it really hurting America with some of these people not working? What are their jobs besides the border protection and the other very useful government agencies? Some of these people are not that useful. Otherwise, we would have seen and felt a big notice. If you're going to talk about TSA, listen, there are some independent TSA companies out there working, and they're not being hindered. They're still doing their jobs. We have an issue. We have an issue with a out-of-control, left-wing Democratic Party whose only goal is to destroy this nation, whose only goal is to destroy the President of the United States, whose only goal is to cause havoc and chaos within our nation. The enemy is within. The enemy is within our borders to destroy this nation, and it's the Democratic Party at the moment. No way in hell would I ever vote for a Democrat based upon what I've seen and heard coming out of the mouths of the Democratic leadership there in Washington, D.C. Nancy Pelosi has done more harm to this nation than any other individual. Chuck Schumer has done greater harm by standing on the floor of the Senate and calling the president's names. And if you really want to know the truth, what they call the president is what they call his supporters. Those of you who have voted for the president, that's what they think of you. We need a change in Washington very quickly. And we need it very, very, very focused on the needs of this nation in resolving this shutdown. But when people don't want to sit down at the table and negotiate, it shows that they are truly fools. Because good negotiators work out really good deals for the nation. But the problem is, Democrats do not know how to negotiate. They know how to whine, they know how to hate, they know how to create chaos, but they do not know what the nation's needs are and how to resolve them. Under the current leadership of Pelosi and Schumer, they have shown that they have no negotiating skills whatsoever. So what do? They play political hate games and do more damage to this nation. Hate is not an answer to solving anything. Just remember what hate is. We've been fighting hate for so long. We've been fighting hate in wars. We've been fighting hate in Iraq with Islamic terrorists. We've been fighting this hate for so long. And you know what? Look back. Hate does not win. It only creates more destruction and more chaos. America is not that kind of a nation. We want results. We want negotiations to happen. But what we see is fools doing nothing. Fools acting like children. And I'm telling you that if we do not start recalling some of these individuals who are acting like fools, then we are fools as a nation. Should no longer be acceptable for our nation to be run by fools in Congress. This is Mike Lodge for the WBT. If you have any questions, just send me an email at mlodge@lodge-co.com. I'll be more than happy. I'm sorry, but I had to come and do this because I did not want to do any more political podcasts. That was my goal for 2019. I was going to focus on business and focus on creating content of value to people. But because of these fools, I have to come on this podcast and talk to you. Let's get rid of the fools. It's time to move this country forward. I'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the WBT with Michael Lodge. Join us again tomorrow as we explore more about business and taxes. Follow us on iHeartRadio and go to our podcast website at www.wbtpod.com and listen to all of our podcasts and read our blogs.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.